So a self-love routine, um, that is something that you need to embrace on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be something, it sounds like self-love routine sounds like it's something big and you have to make a lot of time for. That's not what I mean. What I mean is because everybody's needs are different, everybody's time constraints are different, and what makes you smile is different for everybody else too. So a self-love routine is basically getting into a habit of doing something, even if it's just one small thing every single day, to enhance how you feel about yourself, or gives you a chance to recharge, or is just basically just some downtime where you can just do something for you, something that makes you smile, makes you happy. So a lot of the time we may not do this because we think we don't have the time because we're always so busy. um what it comes down to is we all do have the same amount of time, and there are going to be people who have special circumstances which take up a lot more of their time than others. But it's about making a decision and making a choice that you're going to create some time in your day for yourself. It doesn't have to be a lot, it can be as little as 15-20 minutes in a day, that you can just spend doing something that makes you happy. And it can be something physical, like going for a run, going to the gym. It can be something quiet and soothing, like maybe doing some meditation, or just sitting in a quiet room with a cup of tea, no interruptions, just listening to silence. That's one of my, with two young boys, that is something I do love to do, is listen to silence. It's great. And it can be something creative. If you're a creative person, it can be something like doing needlework or drawing or colouring in or playing music. It can, I mean, it's just, it can be anything that makes you smile. Self-love doesn't have to be all candles and bubble bath and pampering. That's not, that's an element of it. That's your thing, great. But it just has to be something that makes you smile, something that you want to do. It could be just sitting down and watching an episode of your favourite show that lasts 22 minutes. I mean, one of my favourite shows is Big Bang Theory. An episode is 22 minutes long on Netflix. So if I feel like I need to have a smile, have a laugh, I can put an episode of that on. It's 20 minutes of a day. Doesn't have to take up much. But these small things, day after day after day after day, build up to something much more than that. It builds up to you realising you can give yourself time. So over time you may be able to give yourself more time. It gives you an acceptance that you need downtime, and you will also notice the difference when you're allowing yourself to have a little bit of time off, a little bit of time where you're not working, looking after the kids, doing housework, studying, and all these things that overload us from time to time. I mean, and again, from my own experiences, from working, having two young boys, studying for my master's degree, looking after my house, that's a lot. That fills up a lot of time. But I still made a conscious effort to, and a lot of my time I had, with so much going on, I had to block my time. I had to have a study block, home block, work block, but I also put in a me block. And there was always time, and even if it was right at the very end of the day, but it was still time that I spent doing something for me, that I didn't just run out of time and go, oh, do you know what, forget it, I'm going to bed. I did it. I did something. I watched something, read something, coloured something in, painted my nails, something to just stop and be me and not be demanded on so much by other people. And once you get into a habit of it, I mean, if you do something, the same one thing every day for 30 days, it becomes a habit. And when you don't do it, you notice it because it's become so ingrained in your daily life. And that's what I mean by self-care routine. It's about setting up a habit, something that you do all the time, that you can allow yourself a manageable piece of time for. And then when you get more comfortable with it, you may be able to increase that time. Again, it could be a different time each day. You may have times of different days of the week where you have more time. It's completely flexible. It doesn't even have to be the same time every day. Just make sure at some point in your day there is something for you and something that makes you smile. And of course, crystals can help.